of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Amadeus.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Amadeus.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regret, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin? hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I
DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Nobody knows why liars lie. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. It's God's side and the other side. Country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, but can bitch, and look like Mr. Potato Head.
I didn't want to be a movie star.
No, you couldn't be a movie star. Ricky Smiley can't act, cause Ricky Smiley can't act. Why is he in a dress again? He didn't be wanting to body, and you gotta tell him no. Sid ain't got no special, you remember? Eve ain't got no special, you remember? Ricky ain't got no special, you remember? Sir, I have 12 comedy specials. If you Diddy or whoever you is, DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen QueenAShakur show. I'm your host, Queen QueenAShakur, and this is your Saturday Vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have not done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay. Also, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Exit stage and left. Okay, with that all being said, shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's see who is up in here. Hold on, give me just a second. I'm getting some together real quick. All right, there we go. All right, hello, Juju B in the house, Sandra, Lillian X, RG Titan, Switching Lanes, Coco Marshmallows, Ray Williams, Pennywise, Kenyatta, Deneen, Obsidian Blaze, Nicole, all right, Reggie, okay, Brand Slayer TV, Josh Star, Moon Piece here, Hundia, all right, shout out, hey, Mr. Hotel said there's only one Nancy's Drew of journalism, and she don't wear wigs. I absolutely cannot. What that all being said, hello, Pearly, Bronze Flat Power God, Tico, Mr. Hotel comes in being messy boots, okay? Hey, Nessie X, Kenyatta Vince, I am from the UK. Nita's and Mike's World, Temper Dan, Re-Educated Soul. I absolutely cannot. Hey, Yusuf. Yusuf said, sit down. Miss Peaches is up in here. Nessa G. All right, y'all know I love me some Royals. Juju said the Queen is queening. We got OG Patrice and jumped in the chat. OJ Patrice, where have you been, honey? Okay, Pennywise, Bronze Flat Power God. Let's get into it, Desmond. Let's get into it. Desmond Works. Now, my moderator has the right last name, honey. Y'all just don't know. Desmond has 15 jobs. Desmond has 15 jobs. I don't know how he finds the time. Reggie says, so nefarious. Okay. Sandra said, but Mr. Hotel did not lie, Queen. Y'all are a mess. Okay, you got that right. Okay, so let's get it started, honey, because let me just say this. This is all nefarious. I want y'all to pay attention. Hold on. Let me see what Ray Williams is doing with all these emojis. He's clearly trying to get the Queen's attention. Acknowledgement is real. I'm delighted to all my royal brothers and sisters. Love all of y'all. Well, we love you, right? Black Ray Williams, beloved. Thank you for those kind words. Okay. Hey, Valerie. All right. So with that all being said, Tawana in the house. Okay. So let's get it started because listen. You guys know just a day or so ago, hold on. My aunt even said Willie D and Cat Williams interview. Willie D acting like the interrogation room is super boring. This is all nefarious. Let me tell y'all something. Now, y'all know, hey, baby boy, Miss Sheila, Lillian X, you all know that a couple of days ago, I shouted out Willie D and Shannon Sharp, for being able to get Cat Williams on their platforms. I thought it was amazing. And I also shouted them out for not giving people copyright strikes for using their content and things like that or whatever. Nonetheless, but then I find out that Willie was threatening to give people copyright strikes. Said he's gonna take the high road though, or whatever. But allegedly, because I didn't hear him say that, but that's what was said. So anyway, honey, they said Willie D cuss all y'all haters out for filth, honey. I'm glad I shouted about honey because he wasn't talking about me, y'all. He cussed all of y'all out, talking about y'all grandmamas that was sick and everybody. It's all nefarious. Honey, Willie D went in. I didn't know Willie D had it in him. I did not know that Willie D had it in him. Now, I know I've been known to go off on people in the roaster, but I do it all in fun. Like, I don't really get nefarious. And I definitely don't talk about people's illnesses and things like that. But they said Willie D said, F all y'all and all the people you love. Woo. Willie D, I'm appalled. I am appalled. I'm going to have to recant my statements about Willie D. I got to recant my statements, honey, because I can't be on the wrong side of history because Willie D. Oh, Lord, you done made the people mad, beloved. You done made them mad, honey. They out here calling you clout chasers, frauds, lies. I'm not saying if it's true, mind you. I'm just saying that I can't be riding with you on this because I don't know you like that. Now, if it was Mr. Hotel or somebody like Kenyatta, my Aunt Egypt, Reggie, well, my moderators, it'd be a different story. But hey, I don't know Willie D like that to be stepping out on a limb. If it was Lisa Cabrera, True Royal, or somebody or another, Willie D, I don't know like that. So I'm going to fall on back and let y'all give him the smoke. I'll sit here and sip on my water and tea and mind. How about that? But let's get into it. This is all crazy. Michael said, hey, Queen, where did you get your sulfuric sector? Sunny surplus, maybe? Michael, if you don't sit all the way down somewhere. Ooh, honey, Willie D set the streets on fire, honey. I'm talking about the YouTube streets. Child, this is all the fairs. Look at Miss Peaches. Miss Peaches said he cussed all of them out, including the dead ones. Child, this is all crazy. Ooh, honey. I guess when he named that group Ghetto Boys, he wasn't lying. Honey, don't mess with him or you gonna find out. I mean, if F around and find out was a person, clearly Willie D is it. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Hold on. Jay Great almost made me choke on my water. He said his mind is playing tricks on him. That's my favorite song by the Ghetto Boys. You need to sit down. This is all crazy. Kenyatta said putting Ghetto Boys to shame, child. This is all crazy. Hold on, let's get into it. Because I found out some very salacious and nefarious information today, thanks to Kenyatta. Kenyatta woke me up early this morning, sending me this darn message. I didn't know anything about it. Like I said, I shouted Willie D out because I do still appreciate the fact that he was able to get Cat Williams on his show. But honey, when Kenyatta sent me that video, I first looked at it and I said, hold on now. This video is over 2 hours long. Now, Kenyatta know darn well I don't have time to watch this long arts video when I got stuff to do on this Saturday. Needless to say, I watched the whole video because that's how juicy it was. Receipts were being dropped. This man was analyzing everything about Willie D's video and the things that he said when he went in on everybody, and it was all nefarious. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put up my fair use, and we're going to analyze the guy's video who analyzed Willie D's video in response. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Miss Hotel talking about his best friend, Kenyatta. Miss Hotel, sit down. Okay? Let me put my fair use thing on the screen because I'm going to show you all some clips so you all can hear what this man said. And he did bring receipts. Please pay attention. All right? Fair use, honey. I don't want nobody coming for me. Willie D already done said, honey, don't y'all even try it. It's all crazy. Okay, so with that all being said, hold on. Let me pull my little spiel up so I can read it. All right. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, just so y'all know, honey, because Willie D don't even come for the queen, honey. All right, because I'm going to show some clips that's on the guy's video when he was showing your clips. Okay, so we're going to get into it. Then we're going to talk about all this hate that's going on. This is a whole lot of hate going on. We got Steven Jackson out here hating on Shannon Sharp, and he's clearly hating. He can call it whatever he wants to, but hating is what it is. Okay, that's what I define it as. All right. Miss Peaches said, I don't blame him. I would have rode the wave too. I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't have had to ride the wave, baby, because if I had a Cat Williams video all the way back since September, I would have dropped it the next day. Okay, I'm just saying. I would not be holding on to it, but I think I have a good idea why he was holding on to it. Now, he could say it was for something else he was going to launch, but I think that looking at the video, we could see why he held on to it. But nonetheless, let me pull up this video that this young man from, and shout out, okay, to Ringo TV Reactions, because those are the clips I'm about to show you. He was going in on, I mean, he called Willie D a clout chasing liar or fraud. He called him some everything in the book. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Okay, let me pull up the first. I'm going to pull up this one right here. This is what he said Willie D was false advertising.
Now, let's get down to business. Let's check out these receipts. Willie D Live came on his Instagram and was like, Cat Williams is back and ready to break the internet again with a new explosive interview on Willie D Live, Tuesday, January 9th. Really? That's false advertisement. Because if you already had the interview done 2 months or so early, or around September, November, somewhere around there, September, October, November, if you already had the interview in the stash, why would you write on your Instagram that Cat Williams is back and ready to break the internet again? Sound like you trying to clout chase off the other brother. So you lying, bro. You straight up lying at this point. You're literally acting like you got something new. So he lied to everybody, y'all. Willie D is a liar. He said Cat Williams is back and ready to break the internet again. Again? So you trying to follow the footsteps of Club Shay Shay. You said that he's back again. How could he be back again? That sounds like it's a new interview. You're trying to make it seem like right after Club Shay Shay, you hit up Cat Williams on the phone like, yo, bro, could we do this interview? All right, cool. So you falsely advertise this as if though it's something new that you're releasing. That Cat Williams is back and ready to break the internet again. When you done did the interview already, your interview was old. In a new explosive, notice his words, a new explosive interview on Willie D Live. Watch and listen as I ask Cat the questions you want answers to. Are you seeing this? Totally false advertisement. And the clown still have it on his Instagram. You would think that dude would delete it so that people like me don't find it. So that people like Courtney Michelle won't find it. So that other YouTubers don't find it. You would think he would have deleted it. But no, he said, watch and listen as I ask Cat the questions you want answers to. When he already been did the video already. It's not new. This guy is a fraud, bro. A total fraud. But yet people think that he's true. No, dude is a fraud. Exhibit B. His video title. Cat Williams goes in again. Clears the air after breaking the internet. Bro, that title is misleading. That title is misleading. Because he said that Cat Williams goes in again. Again, which suggests this is a new updated video. He goes in again. Clears the air after breaking the internet. That's a lie. How could he clear the air after breaking the internet? He lied to you, fam. All you folks out there that subscribe to this dude. He lied to you right there. How could he put a title saying clears the air after breaking the internet? How could he do that? How could he break the internet? How could he say break the internet after he break the internet if his video was already done and it was in the stash? If Willie D already pre-recorded his video and it was sitting in the vault, how could he put a title on his video like that? He misleaded everybody. He made you all believe that there is more. There is new information. A total clout chase. This is why he can't stand people like me. This is why. Because I call out the BS. Raw and uncut. This is sad, man. So off the brink. Dude is a fraud, a liar, false advertisement. How could you trust this dude? All of this to gain the views. Because while you clicking on his video, you're assuming that it's a brand new video. Brand new.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun.
And I the sea. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market.
Okay, so that's the first thing he had to say. Dana said, Queen, I'm weak on the floor. I'm on the floor weak. Listen, at the end of the day, I get what he's saying because that was misleading. It made it seem as though this interview came after Shannon Sharpe's interview and was possibly going to answer some of the questions that were left on the table. Or like he was going to address why he said some of the things he said because it said clears the air. So, yeah, I agree that was misleading, but let's continue. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Here we go.
Let me tell you something, Willie. Shannon Sharpe did his video before you. Even if your interview with Cat Williams was done first, Shannon Sharpe did his interview before you. You know why? Because he released his to the public. He released his to the public. By him releasing his video first, it doesn't matter if you did yours first. Yours is last. Because he did the proper business move. And you know what's so sad about this? And we're going to get to the tapes where you try to manipulate your audience about, oh, you're doing a good business move. This is a good... Listen, you viewers out there, you got to pay attention to when someone's manipulating you. There is no such thing as a good business move when you're releasing an interview late. That's not a good business move. If Willie D would have released his video first, his video would have blew up. It would have blew up. But he was scared of success, and he wanted to protect his relationships with various other people in the industry. So to have a Cat Williams on, who is a controversial figure, it means the possibility of Cat Williams saying something that may offend people that Willie D is in business with or may have relationships with. So he didn't want that. This is why he said in his live show that if Cat would have went out of pocket, he would have basically censored him. You see that? So he misleaded you, the viewer, all for the sake of gaining those views. That's what he did. False title, misrepresentation of the truth. He lied on every regard. But you know what's so interesting about this? The fact that even Cat Williams was bored and tired of his questions. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Because this speaks volumes. This speaks volumes to the facts. Let's check this out real quick, fam. Let's check this out because this is crazy. Let me get the volume up. Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. Hold on a second. Okay, wait a minute. All right.
Want to know how I took my business to the next level? It's simple. It's Shopify. Shopify has...
I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
You see that?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
You see that?
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
You see how Cat Williams was upset? You see how Cat Williams was upset? Oh, you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're talking to. Cat Williams recognized that Willie D is acting like he the police. He's pulling a Vlad TV, y'all. Y'all can't see the play? Dude is an agent. The dude tried to entrap Cat Williams to talk about the industry to get him in more trouble, y'all. Y'all can't see the play? A black man trying to line up another black man, bro. Y'all can't see the play? Why he asking him those questions? Come on now. He doing the same thing a Vlad TV would do. Let me tell you something, Willie. You trying to be Vlad TV. Fam, put a 1 in the chat if you ain't noticed. When you see Willie D's video introduction, it starts off with that same static electricity, just like Vlad TV. Copycat. Copying. If you look at Willie D's intro, when it starts up just like Vlad TV, fam. Yo, you a copycat, bro. You don't got no originality. And this is so sad. You copying off of Vlad. If you do a side-by-side of Vlad TV's intro with Willie D's intro, same sort of method.
Willie D Live. Willie D Live.
Same same type of similar sound effects. He trying so hard to be a Vlad TV. This is sad, man. Let's get back to the tapes.
I like it.
Now you
I love my op as myself.
Yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. I don't care what nobody say. Cat Williams is smart, fam. He's smart. He's smart. Y'all don't understand. The man is smart. The way he answered that question, it got Willie D upset. That's not what he wanted. He wanted him to talk about what he don't like about this and that and all these other things, to put Cat Williams in hot water with the industry. I'm telling you. But Cat Williams understood the play.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Wow, he said sorry, Vlad, bro.
What you talking about, Willis?
Y'all hear that? He said sorry, Vlad. Sorry, Vlad. Yo, he just disrespected Willie to his face. I'm trying to figure out, Willie. You talked all of that talk, right? About if somebody got this and that, say it to your face. Well, he just called you Vlad, bro. Basically, he called you the police. He basically just called you the police. And you ain't do nothing about it.
Not today, Zits. Mighty Patch Pimp.
Okay, so what do you all think about that? What do you all think about Cat calling Willie D Vlad? All right, do you all think that it was the line of questioning that made Cat call him that? I don't know. I have questions. Hold on. Hold on just a second. I'm pulling up another. Hold on just a second. Now I'm going to have to find the timestamp real quick. Hold on. Okay, here it is. I'm about to share my screen again. Here we go.
You could almost...
Bellamy, exposing him.
I haven't seen anything.
The fact that they don't like you. That's what situational ethics is. Let's go back to the tape.
I ain't seen nothing.
Notice I ain't seen nothing. I'm not gonna snitch. I'm not gonna tell. Why you trying to line me up? You trying to make you the police, Vlad. That's what he's basically saying. Let's rewind that back. Let's go. And listen to the question. Listen to the question, because it's crazy.
Could really be the one.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Sorry, Vlad. The sad part about this is he asked the same question twice in two different ways. That's what the police do, fam. Did y'all peep that? He asked the question twice in two different ways. Y'all ain't get it? He asked the same question in two different ways to try to get Cat to trip up on himself and expose different details that is not supposed to go out. That's why he says, sorry, Vlad. Because he could see that he's doing the same method like Vlad TV to make you tell and incriminate yourself. That's what he's doing, fam. Check it out.
In your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad.
Wow.
I I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
It's like this interview was an interrogation, bro. It was like if Cat was at the police station and they interrogating him. That's what I'm seeing here. And you could tell that Cat don't even want to be there anymore. He's just trying to get through the interview. But he was already frustrated already. He was bored. And he was tired of the dumb questions. Let's go.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no.
You see that? Now, come on now. Willie, you said when people disrespect you, you're going to handle your business and how they say it to your face. He just called you Vlad TV to your face. He disrespected you. Why you ain't do nothing? Why you ain't do nothing? He called you Vlad. That's disrespect. He disrespected you right to your face. And you ain't do nothing. That's crazy. You ain't do anything. I'm going to say this once, right? I'm going to say this once. One announcement, right? To anyone that want to support the stream, use Cash App only. If you use a super chat, I don't shout out super chats or read super chats. I got to make you understand that. That's why I have my Cash App pinned at the top. I appreciate all support. But when you use super chat, you're literally taking your money, right? And you're giving YouTube 40% of your money. That's what you just did. You're giving YouTube 40%. You get what I'm saying? And it's not the preferred method if you're going to support the show, because you're supporting YouTube with 40%. And then Uncle Sam come in and do what he got to do, and then I get whatever's left over. That's not cool. So if you want to support the stream, hit the Cash App at the top that's pinned right there. But salute to Man-Made Media. I appreciate your support. Next time, use the Cash App. That's the best method to use when supporting the work, right? So anybody else, if you use the super chat, I'm not going to shout you out. Don't take it personal. It's just business. I don't have time to keep shouting people out. We do the shout outs at the end of the stream. That's why I read out all the Cash Apps and acknowledge everybody that contribute towards the work. That way we can keep everything in decency and in order, and we don't distract from the show, because a lot of viewers that are viewing right now, they really don't want to see me going back and forth, shouting everybody out. It just ruins the whole broadcast. So we're going to do the shout outs at the end of the stream. Appreciate your understanding. Let's get back to the tape.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, "Hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep?" Nothing.
That's a fake laugh that Willie D is doing. He's really upset at this point.
Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's going to be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Sounds like Stop or something. I don't know.
Right. But man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
He don't really appreciate him. Willie D don't really appreciate him. You can see the way he's postured in the chair. He's not happy. He was upset, fam. He was upset. He's going to get even more upset, fam, because right now, Cat is about to literally disrespect him right to his face. And I ain't see Willie do anything. This is how I know he's a coward. All that talk he talking on social media, bro, you a coward. This man checked you, disrespected you right to your face in your own studio. Whatever studio that is, he disrespected you, and you ain't do nothing about it.
Appreciate you having me. You're an icon and a legend yourself, and just the fact that you would
look at his face. Cat Williams' face says it all. He's like, bro, I've been here dealing with this interview, bro, and your questions are the worst questions ever. Listen to this, man.
In time interviewing others is magnificent, and nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's gonna mimic your questions. So yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen.
Once that happened, that is when Willie D said, you know what? I can't put that interview in the public. He disrespected me. I'm in my feelings. And he kept that interview tucked away because he didn't like what happened. He didn't like being compared to Vlad, and he didn't like Cat Williams saying, you asked the worst questions. He felt some type of way about that. And that's why he kept the video tucked away. He kept the video tucked away. And again, the Courtney lady, she exposed some audio from, I guess it was from somebody else's podcast or a phone call, I don't know where. And it is alleged that, let me see if I can get that again. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get that. She said that in that same interview, now I don't know, this is alleged, I'm just reporting the news, but according to Courtney's video, there was a section of that interview that was removed that dealt with Bill Bellamy. And it was said by a source that can confirm this, that Cat Williams went in talking about Bill Bellamy, exposing him, allegedly. Involvement in some sort of rainbow or whatever the case is. So, hey, it is what it is. We're going to review that video later on. So now, if this guy edited his video and took out sections, that's not a good interviewer. Never remove footage from an interview. When it's an interview with a comedian or anybody that's popular, you keep all of the data there for the people. Let the people judge. Your job is not to be having favoritism. You're supposed to be a guy that is neutral, where you hear both sides and you just let the guy rock out. But he felt some type of way and allegedly removed material. You're gonna have to answer for that, Willie. You're gonna have to make a video and answer for that, because based on the tapes, it is alleged that this interview was edited and information was removed that Cat Williams allegedly put out there about Bill Bellamy. We need to see that footage. We need to see the video and confirm the tapes. Don't hide the material. Because we already talked about how you misled the public. And for those of you that are now joining in, I'll give you a little recap. Willie D lied to all of you. To get these views. There's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with getting views. But when you're manipulative, lying to your audience, putting fake titles, making the people believe they're getting something fresh and new from Cat Williams, as if though he flew down to your studio to clear the air after breaking the internet, that's a lie. Because you already had the interview before Shannon Sharpe had his. But you were too scared to release it because you were fearful of what the public will think. And you didn't believe you would get the numbers, but you decided to ride the wave of Club Shay Shay because you couldn't do it on your own because your channel is struggling to get views right now. We ain't even have the closet.
Invariably, people are going to
you. And then when you go watch his interview, it's boring. And you get upset that you even clicked on the video and watched it and gave him any sort of views. This is what he did. He played everybody, y'all, for the bag.
I did not have that dynamic. I've interviewed many comedians, but most of the comedians, most of the people that Cat spoke on, well, at least several people that he had spoke on had been on Club Shay Shay already. And Cat took offense to some of the things that they said. And so he went there with a chip on his shoulder.
How you gonna say the man went there with a chip on his shoulder? He went there and spoke what needed to be spoke. That's what the people wanted to hear. That's what the people wanted to see. The people have spoken. They enjoyed Club Shay Shay's interview. They found your interview to be boring because you're the kind of guy that like to suppress people. You didn't want Cat to go up there and be himself. You know what I mean? You wanted to censor his words, censor what he say, edit what he do. And like I said, it is alleged that there was a section of the interview with Willie D and Cat Williams. Oh, that's success.
Stream over 100 plus channels without long-term contracts or hidden fees. YouTube TV. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
We're using way too many platforms for work. We should just use Monday.com.
We're not using that many.
It properly. See, you didn't do that. See, if I were you, right, which I don't want to be, but if I were you and I released the video, I would, number one, not release my video saying Cat Williams goes in again, clears the air after breaking the internet. I would title the video something along the lines of my Cat Williams interview before Shannon Sharpe's interview, with details that may interest you, or something along those lines.
Okay, hold on, everybody. I'm gonna try to find the part where Willie D cursed out everybody, and then we're gonna let it go after that.
And the viewers know you got the crumb, gentlemen, on him.
Explosive.
Yeah, and yours is not. Yours was not. But see, in your...
Ladies and gentlemen.
And he said he appreciated him after getting disrespect. That's what you're wondering. You're wondering why.
When it comes to things like that, I try to get an understanding when there's beef between people that and in Sharp.
That don't even make no sound. Him admitting that he was jealous, envious of Shannon Sharpe, clout chasing to the max. Let's get that on tape. Let's review that. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Because I'm tired of these charlatans, these frauds that are manipulating the people to get these views. There's nothing wrong with making money. There's nothing wrong with getting views. But when you're manipulative, lying to your audience, putting fake titles, making the people believe they're getting something fresh and new from Cat Williams, as if though he flew down to your studio to clear the air after breaking the internet. That's a lie. Because you are
in a way that some of you just did not agree with. You disagree with my line of questioning. Let me break it down to you, fam. First of all, salute to Cat Williams and Shannon Sharpe for being Cat Williams and Shannon Sharpe.
That don't even make no sense what you just said right there. Like, that don't even make any sense. It's like you don't even know what to say. Like, we don't even know why you wasted your time even going live. You were in your feelings. And you know what? They always say, never make decisions when you're in your feelings, because you're going to always make mistakes and you're going to end up exposing yourself. He was in his feelings because of critics and detractors, and he went live. He went live and put his foot in his mouth and exposed himself. We didn't even have to do anything. He did it himself.
without both of them being exactly who they are. That could not have happened. That viral moment where they broke the internet could not have happened. And my video
was boring. Right.
That followed up to their interview.
No, it didn't follow up. No. You already had that video. You already had it already in the stash. You're just clout chasing off of his wave because you wanted to get a bag. Club Shay Shay is getting a lovely bag. Fam, those of you that are viewers, the business of YouTube is serious. The views alone on Shannon's video. Businessman, you're not. You held on a good pay. The backlash.
Comedians. But most of the comedians, most of the people that Cat spoke on, well, at least several people that he had spoke on had been on Club Shay Shay already. And Cat took offense to some of the things that they said. And so he went there with a chip on his shoulder.
How are you going to say the man went there with a chip on his shoulder? He went there and spoke what needed to be spoke. That's what the people wanted to hear. That's what the people wanted to see. The people have spoken. They enjoyed Club Shay Shay's interview. They found your interview to be boring because you're the kind of guy that like to suppress people. You didn't want Cat to go up there and be himself. You know what I mean? You wanted to censor his words, censor what he say, edit what he do. And like I said, it is alleged that there was a section of the interview with Willie D and Cat Williams that was allegedly edited out of the interview. Where it is
something like that.
Of course, because you're not a good creator. Listen, you're not a good creator. I held it back. Bro, you a fraud.
Understanding that you're not always going to get an understanding. Sometimes people just don't like people, and that's the way it's going to be. Now, like I said, most of the time, if something like that happens, I'm going to try to dial it back.
You're a bad interviewer. If you got to dial it back, you're never going to get that viral moment. This is why Club Shay Shay blowing up. Not only that, Club Shay Shay gained hundreds of thousands of subscribers off of that, just that one with whatever. So if I don't, so in all that tape where he did
his setbacks than other comedians. Shannon interview that he did was explosive.
Yeah, and yours is not. Yours was not. But see, in your false advertisement, you said Cat Williams is back and ready to break the internet again with a new explosive interview. That's what you said. That's false advertisement. That's false advertisement, sir. You made the people believe that they were going to hear an explosive interview, but they didn't get that. You lied to them. Let's go.
I don't think I could have captured that if he had came on my show and I had put that, if I had had that same type of energy from him. I don't think y'all would have gotten 40, 50 million views from that.
You see, the worst thing you could do is doubt yourself. That's the worst thing you can do as a businessman, as a those of you that watch Williams
days ago, and he revealed to me that he did the Shannon Sharp interview after. Now, I had the interview in the can for a couple of months. The reason why I was holding it because
you were scared of success, because you was afraid of controversy. That's why.
I have a new venture that is launching this month.
Cap. I don't want to hear that, fam. Who holds and sits on an interview with Cat Williams? If I did an interview with Cat Williams, and I don't interview people, by the way, but I do that. He said it through a monkey in his shot. That is Club Shannon. Wait for Shannon to drop video saying Cat Williams goes in again. Claire, ashamed of yourself.
And if you would have done anything different, it would explain why you probably are not good at business.
Wow.
Why you are probably struggling.
Now he's using more shaming language by saying you don't understand business and you're struggling financially. What does that have to do? Because who are you talking to? Why are you accusing people? Bro.
Let me tell y'all something. I ain't no damn journalist. Never claimed to be. Never ever once said that I was a journalist. I cover news, but to me, a journalist is somebody who went to school and got a degree to do it.
Yeah, but you don't got no degree and no high school diploma. I can tell. I can tell that you don't have any degrees, nothing, no plaques on your wall at all. I know it hurts, man. I know it bothers you a lot, but hey, we got to do the content. Let's go.
You know, perhaps I'm wrong in my definition, but that's, you know, like a person that has learned, that went to school and to do all of that stuff. That ain't my style. I ain't no damn Ed Bradley. Don't bring y'all asses over to my channel looking for some Ed Bradley shit, because you ain't gonna get it.
Yo, somebody need to get this guy some milk. Somebody need to get this guy some milk, fam. He's in his feelings a lot, bro. I don't know, man. This, you know, you can tell this guy was not on no football team, no baseball teams, no basketball teams. You could tell.
Hey, you. Let's go.
You could tell he was never. Oh.
Was the best writer. He's
up and he go in.
Prosperity. And I think I said prosperity. Now, obviously, I know how to pronounce prosperity, but they all in the comments. Look, he don't even know how to talk. Say it with me, Willie D. 1, 2, 3. Prosperity. Like y'all dumbasses ain't never made a mistake pronouncing a word.
Now he's projecting his own insecurities on us. No, fam. You're just mad. Just hold the L, fam. It is what it is. Let's get back to the tapes.
Obviously, I know how to pronounce prosperity. I wrote a political satire column for Vice.com. I wrote for 4.5 years an advice column for the Houston Press.
And your live video or your interview still sucks. Even with all the press writing you did, it still sucks.
Complex Magazine.
We don't want to hear that, fam. We want to hear Cat Williams.
Have come to me for articles that I have published.
So what? Who cares?
My editor told me many times
that your video sucks.
What you talking about, Willis?
That I was the best writer he's ever had.
Cap. So hold up. Whoa. Hold on, man. Pause. Did you hear what he just said, fam? We got to rewind that back, man. Listen to this, man.
That I was the best writer he's ever had. And I'm not even educated in writing like that.
So hold up. He had you? Say it ain't so. Wow, yo, he just exposed himself, man. He got, the editor had him, bro. I ain't say it, fam. I'm only repeating his words.
Self-taught. I didn't go to college for all of that. I learned by listening, watching, and doing.
Why are you telling people all of this? Why are you explaining to everybody all of this, fam? Just admit you're illiterate. You know, there's nothing wrong, fam. We could get you hooked on phonics. I believe you could I think you could still get hooked on phonics on Amazon, right? I think on Amazon you could still get it. I'm just saying. Let's go.
My editor told me I was the best writer he had ever had. I think the Houston Press at that time had been around about 40 years. Because when I would deliver my articles, there was very little editing that needed to be done.
Really?
I delivered 4 responses every single week.
Wow, man, you're amazing. Wow. Man, bro, you're so educated.
For 4.5 years, never missed a week.
Really?
Discipline.
Wow.
4.5 years, I delivered that column.
But your video interview still sucks. Still sucks, man. No matter how much of that paperwork you did, the video still sucks.
Those articles for that column for 4.5 years, every single week.
I think that Willie D dropped out of junior high, bro. Because, you know, I understand a lot of y'all might be fans of the Ghetto Boys, but when you really think about it, fam, the Ghetto Boys, dropping out of junior high, the title, the name, Ghetto Boys. You get my point? Let's go.
Skip 1 week. And at the most, he's probably had to edit.
Why is he telling us all of this? This is crazy, man. Like, nobody cares about this. Where's Cat Williams at? Let's listen to Cat Williams, man. I'm pretty much tired of hearing this guy, man. Like, seriously. Let's hear what Cat Williams had to say, fam. Let me rewind back the tape with Cat Williams, man. Because this dude right here, he bugging out, man. He absolutely bugging out. Let me see if I can get this. Hold on a second. Okay.
I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Shit, I don't know.
Look at Cat Williams' face, fam. He was pissed right there. If you look at Cat Williams' face, man, he was upset. Because this dude was asking him so many foolish questions. He's like, you don't know who you're talking to. I don't think you know who you're talking to, or some nonsense like that. Like, in other words, don't lie to me. He felt that Cat Williams was holding back and not giving him the answers. When you listen, let me explain something to you. When interviewing somebody, I'm pretty sure if I was interviewing somebody, I would do an excellent job. One thing you have to understand, Willie, or Silly D, right? Silly D. When you're interviewing someone, the reason why they're not giving you a response the way you want is because your questions suck. Your deliveries suck. You don't make the person comfortable. You're just not entertaining. And you don't do your research. You have to have a style that is going to make the person you're interviewing react and be. I can't see. The man is bored. Look at the posture of the brother, man. He don't want to be there. He's bored. So think about all you folks that watched the interview, how you were bored and you fell asleep. Think about how Cat felt sitting there the whole time.
All right. But man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you having me.
That was fake. That was fake where Willie D said, we appreciate you coming on the show. You could see it on his face that he's not sincere, fam. I can sense the energy right from the video, fam. I'm good at reading people. Very, very easy for me to read people, fam.
You're an icon and a legend yourself, and just the fact that you would.
Notice that. He said you're an icon and a legend. He gave you your flowers, but watch what he do next. What he do next will surprise you. Let's go.
Spend time interviewing others is magnificent, and nobody asks worse questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's going to mimic your questions. So, yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
Wow. Man, oh, man.
All right, there y'all have it. There you all have it. Let me tell you like this. At the end of the day, Cat did look like he was bored when he put his head down, and then he was rubbing his eyes like he was trying not to fall asleep. And you know, here's the thing. When people have a monotone voice, it's easy to get bored when they're talking. It's easy to get sleepy when they're talking. Monotone people literally put me to sleep. And so it's interesting that Ringo TV reactions that the guy said the reason why y'all fell asleep, as if he knew that people in fact fell asleep. Okay, I thought that was interesting. You know, but everyone, Cat was put through the Ringo child system. Everyone has their own style of interviewing. You know, I like to let people, depending on what the discussion is about, if it's something they know more about than me, such as when I had Andrew White on here and he was telling us about Mr. Cosby, well, I let him take the lead in the interview and I let him just talk freely. I didn't interrupt much. I just let him go on. You know, I asked a few questions, but I let him just lead the way and say whatever he wanted to say. Now, some people I'll have on here and I have specific questions that I want to ask them. And so that's what I'll do. But at the end of the day, the whole thing is you have to have chemistry with the person that you're interviewing. You have to have some type of energy flow. You understand what I'm saying? So the video or so the interview flows freely and smoothly. You have to have some type of connection to what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? There has to be some type of passion there. Okay. Now, when Willie D says that he couldn't have done the same video or the interview that Shannon Sharp did because he would have been trying to reel it back in, I don't want to hear that. Miss Eva said, Queen, you are a great interviewer. Thank you, beloved. Okay, Miss Hotel said, asking questions isn't the problem. It's the flow, comfortably, etc. Right. It's the flow, exactly, of the interview. You have to have chemistry. Okay, and there didn't look like there was any sort of chemistry there. Okay, that didn't look like there was like a good high vibrational energy flow. It was just kind of low and steady. Unlike on Shannon Sharp, Cat was himself. He was open, he was bubbly, he was laughing, he was entertaining. He was himself, the same Cat that we see on stage. That's who he was. You could really see the difference that Cat knew he could be himself on Shannon's show. On Willie D's, he didn't really seem like he felt that, didn't really seem as comfortable or as engaging, and it just seemed like some of the questions kind of did fall short. One of the things you should never ask a person when you're interviewing them, in my opinion, is where they're from. When it's somebody who's famous, a whole celebrity, you shouldn't have to ask them where they're from. You could say, well, why don't you tell us how it was growing up, in North Carolina or wherever the person's from. But to ask them where they're from, you should already know these things and have done a little bit of background on the things, on the person. If you didn't know about them specifically, you should have looked up some things and done your research. That's all I'm saying. But, everybody was going in on Willie D, and I kind of felt bad for him when I saw everybody saying that it was boring, the questions were terrible. Ms. Hotel said, you as the researcher have to do research. Yes. So with that all being said, when Willie D went in on everybody and said, F y'all and this, that, and the third, and the guy didn't play that part of the interview. But, it's unfortunate because that interview could have been a whole lot better. And if I had a Cat Williams interview, honey, I'm not saving it for anything. I'm putting it on there right away. And another thing is, if you interview somebody like Cat Williams, I would not pre-record it. I would interview them live so you can get more views, more people going to tune in, and it's going to be more exciting because for me, it's always more of a bigger energy when you're on a live rather than pre-recording stuff. Okay, that might work for some people, but I don't really like too much to pre-record stuff. I like to do it live. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But so hold on, let's go to some of these videos. I'm going to share my screen where first of all, let's go to where Steven Jackson was clearly hating on Shannon Sharpe. I mean, it is what it is, okay? He was clearly hating on that man. Let's get into it.
Well, I knew this was coming, as Shannon Sharpe had his explosive interview with Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay. The haters will come from crawling from under the rocks. They come peek their heads out of the sewer holes. They come from everywhere, you know. And this time it's Steven Jackson, you know, him and Matt Barnes with the was it All the Smoke podcast? You know, he comes on there and he's basically critiquing the interview, saying what he wouldn't have did, what Shannon should have did. You know, just typical Negro stuff that we actually do to each other all the time. You know, let's check out what he said on his Instagram live in reference to Shannon Sharpe in that interview. We'll come right back.
I got a couple things I want to say about the Shannon Sharpe Cat Williams interview. I look at that whole interview differently, bro. I look at it different. Considering, you know what I'm saying, we have one of the biggest shows and we've had guests that a lot of people can't get. We look at that interview a little different. Much love to all y'all. I just got a few things I want to say about that. And it has nothing to do with if Cat was telling the truth or not. Cat is my homeboy. Cat is me and Matt homeboy. That's our homeboy. We went on movie sets with Cat, hung with Cat. Cat is not lying. He don't roll a blunt. I sat on this bus with him for a couple hours. That not roll one blunt. He had a chick rolling all his. He is not lying about that. He is not lying about none of that. He's not lying. He had somebody rolling and all that. And if y'all do remember, just put a 5 up. Just put a 5 up or the hand 5 sign. Do y'all remember the video we had with Terrell Owens? Do y'all remember that interview? Talking about real All the Smoke fans. Do y'all remember that interview? Okay. Bet. So y'all remember that interview. So y'all remember how hard he was going on Stephen A. Smith, right? Y'all remember how hard he was going on Stephen A. Smith, right? Hard, no freaky. But as you see during the show, when he was talking about Stephen A. and saying the things about Stephen A., me and Matt was making sure that we let him know, Tio, you our boy, but we with Stephen A. too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You can say what you want to say about him, but we kept pulling him back. You know what I'm saying? Because we with Stephen A. So we kept pulling him back to like, okay, yeah, we feel you, but you know what I'm saying? We just didn't let him go in on the man because we got a relationship with him. And on All the Smoke, we don't want, as much as we love Cat, we love to have Cat Williams on the show, but we wouldn't want no show like that. Because we got relationships with our guests. And we ain't clout chasing. If y'all notice, we ain't doing no clown on our show. We ain't doing no dumb dancing around, doing no clown. We ain't doing corny people. Like we ain't clout chasing. We ain't bringing people on to demean people. We ain't doing none of that. Because we got relationships with our guests. And y'all wonder why we get the guests we get. Because we're not doing clicks. One, we a fan of the people we bring on our show. And two, we trying to give them their flowers. Now, you can't control what your guests say, but as an interviewer, you have to know how to pull back. Because if you're willing to just let somebody come on your show and disrespect everybody without pulling back at all, that shows that you just like Noriega when Noriega had Kanye on his show. You know that they're going to say something crazy, but you still let them go on and not pulling them back because you want the clicks and you don't care about your guests. See, we have a relationship with all our guests. You know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't want that type of interview because we care about, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we have a relationship, but that goes so Shannon has no relationship with his guests. No relationship, because he didn't take up for now one of them. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I'm not surprised. To be honest, because low-key hated on us. My people never lie to me. It's people that I love that I talk to every day that's in these offices. The hated on me. He tried to hate on me and Matt with our DraftKings deal. He tried to hate on Wayne. He tried to hate on Prime. That's just the truth, bro. But the show goes to show. You might be from the country, but that don't mean you from the hood. Because if you from the hood and you with people and you got somebody that's talking about people you with in front of you, you pull back. You don't condone. You don't let them go off. If somebody around me talking about Matt, I'm gonna be like, hold on, bro. You talk about Matt around somebody else, but not about me. And that's not true, because that's my boy. And I'm not finna condone it. That's my people. If I with you, I'm not finna let nobody talk about you in front of me like that, dog. I'm just saying, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. But it goes to show he don't have no relationship with his guests.
Okay, let me just say something about what he just said, because he sounds like a whole fool. Okay? He sounds like a fool, because here's the thing. Now, I agree with the part where he said if somebody's talking about Matt Barnes, he's going to tell them, hold on, talk to somebody else. Well, I would do that too if it's my best friend or somebody close to me, but not when I'm doing an interview. See, an interview doesn't have anything to do with your feelings, you see. An interview is professional, and you should conduct yourself in your professional capacity by allowing the person who has come for the interview to say what they feel. You should not interject. You should not try to censor or silence them, pull back, reel it in, none of that. If a person that I'm interviewing wants to go in about the Royals and say, you know, Queen, I think your Royals are nefarious. I think you can't control them. I think they just do too much. I'm going to sit there and listen and say, well, really, that's how you feel. I mean, you know, that's your opinion. I'm not going to go in on them and say, stop talking about my Royals. This is an interview, okay? This is an interview. That's right. Reggie said you have to stay objective. Absolutely. So you don't get your feelings. Your personal feelings should not be involved. Business, professionalism don't have anything to do with your feelings. F your feelings. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. See, that's where he has it all confused. So you mean to tell me if he has somebody on his show and they don't like somebody that he's friends with and they want to say something about that person, he's going to shut them up? Well, yeah, that's what he's going to do. Willie D would do the same thing. He already said it. Willie D said that he would reel it in. If Cat had been on his show saying the things they said on Shannon Sharp's show, he would reel it in. Well, that's not a good interviewer. You see, when you're a good interviewer, you should always maintain a certain level of professionalism. And being professional does not entail you getting all in your little feelings, getting all butthurt and bent out of shape and mad and sad because somebody's saying something contrary to what you think or feel about someone else. That's not how it should work. Okay, that's not how it should work. And I'm so shocked that men are saying this because women are the ones that are usually overly emotional, not grown men. Women are the ones that usually get all emotionally involved in their feelings and things. But men? So you're a grown man. You're going to sit there and get mad in your feelings, Steven Jackson, because somebody says something in an interview about somebody that you like. That's just ridiculous. Okay, that's ridiculous. And some people should think twice before going on his podcast if that's the way he feels. If that's the way he feels, because I don't find that professional at all. Okay? Now, it's different if somebody's in my chat talking slick, somebody in the comment section talking slick. That's different. Because you weren't invited here. But if you're on my platform and I've invited you, then I owe you a certain level of decency and respect. Okay, and I need to give you the opportunity to say and express how you feel. Because why did I ask you to come if that's not the case? So it's, yeah, Rex says South Batch men do that, a sweet does. Okay, I'm just saying it's all crazy. I disagree. You should not get overly emotional about what someone else says. You see, here's the thing. They are going in and Steven Jackson, he's a hater as far as I'm concerned, because for him to sit there and say they don't clout chase. Well, so are you implying that Shannon Sharp was clout chasing? How was he clout chasing? Because he allowed Cat to be himself on his platform. That's not a clout chase. That's someone letting another person be themselves. You want people to come on your podcast apparently and be fake. and only say things that you agree with. Well, you're no better than the rest of these social media platforms that want to censor the rest of us when we speak too much truth. That's what that all sounds like for me. It sounds like he wants to censor people and only let them say what he wants them to say. Now, here's another thing. Now, Willie D said that he would not have allowed Cat to say all of those things he said on Shannon's show. But in another part of his video, he did say that if Cat wants to come on there and talk trash about Steve Harvey, he's free to do so because he don't rock with Steve Harvey. So wait a minute, the hypocrisy of it all. So you don't mind him talking about Steve Harvey because you don't like Steve Harvey. But he can't come on there and talk about people you like. That's not professional at all. I'm sorry. I don't have any problem with Willie D, but at the end of the day, that's not professional. That's not how it should go, as far as I'm concerned. That's not professional at all. If I invite somebody on here for an interview, even if they have something negative to say about someone that I absolutely like, I'm going to let them say it. Mind you, that's why you post a disclaimer. See, when you have someone like Cat coming on your platform, if you're concerned or worried that someone may take something he says, and blame it on you, or feel like you feel a certain type of way, all you have to do is give a disclaimer. I've had interviews where I gave a disclaimer at the beginning. Okay, I said the thoughts and views that will be stated do not necessarily reflect those of QueenAShakur or this platform. That's all I have to do. I already gave my disclaimer, so let it rip. Say whatever you want, because I don't have anything to do with what you want to say. And I'm not going to try to control or censor what you have to say, because you have a right to say it. It's called freedom of speech. It's called freedom of speech, and I'm not going to try to shut somebody up just because they may be saying something that I disagree with. That's called being professional. But let's go to the second half of Steven Jackson hating on Shannon Sharpe.
You know what I'm saying? Clout chasing is easy, bro. To get clicks is easy. We can easily have somebody come on our show and get clicks. But when you got some type of respect for your guests, you gotta pull back. You can't just let people go crazy like that, dog. You can't, because them same people took time to come on your show, bro. They took time to come on your show and do the interview to make your show look good. You gotta protect them people in some kind of way, dog. You can't do that. You can't do that. Everybody got their opinion on the interview. That's my opinion. A lot of people got an interview that ain't got no shows, that don't interviews. My opinion is, I feel like if he had a relationship with some of his guests, he should have pulled some of that back. He should have, because look, you can make it without clout chasing. You can make it without bringing somebody on your show to say crazy. Like, you don't have to do that to be successful, bro. You don't. You don't have to do that to be successful. And we showing y'all, dog. We showing y'all. We don't do none of that clown. We just signed a multi-million-dollar deal for our own production company. We passed just doing the podcast, bro. We passed that. It's because we doing it with integrity, dog. We doing it with integrity. It's easy to get somebody on your show that you know gonna talk about people, dog. But don't y'all know it's been people that done said about people on their show, on our show, and we didn't air it because it just didn't look right. I love the fact that Cat Williams speaking his mind. Everybody should speak their mind at all times. Cat is my partner. I love Cat. There's nothing I can say bad about Cat.
Now, in my opinion, this is clearly hate because I have an 18th degree in Negroism. You know, I have a degree from Negro State University. I'm a professor emeritus in Negro stuff. So I know when I see a brother hating. I mean, he didn't have to say none of this. It's none of his business. He's saying this because he wants now, what he wants to do, he wants to get all the people, the entertainers that will be in opposition to that interview to come on to his show now. That's what he wants to do. But this is the stuff that Negroes do. So the only way to do that is to go live and be diametrically opposed to Shannon. Go against Shannon. He see that Shannon's video is approaching 50 million. Let me go against Shannon so now I can get the Kevin Hart's to come on to my show. This is what we do to each other. This is what we do. He's like the guy. He's like the guy that snitched on Nat Turner. That got Nat Turner caught. But let's listen to what Shannon Sharpe had to say, and we'll come right back.
And what's disappointing to me, because there are people that do what you and I do, that had so much to say. And it's only because of jealousy. Because I guarantee you, if Cat was on their podcast and did exactly what he did on my podcast, they would have never said what they're saying. Oh, he let no.
Hold on. I'm going to play the full video of that. It's like 5 minutes. I have that too. Hold on.
Man, y'all need, and you wonder why. You wonder why you only have limited success. You think you having success, but think about how much more success you could have if you got that envy, that jealousy, and that hate out your heart. But y'all quick, y'all write all these little catchy phrases on your little page, and it's you. You write, all you doing is writing a memoir to yourself.
Come on now. Come on, preacher.
But you think, hey, look at this. I got this out the mud. I came from the trenches. And you got more hate in your heart with all that you got, that you've been blessed with so much, and all you do is hate on a man that you think better. How about get better? Create better content. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to leave it alone, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
And this for everybody that's out there.
You preaching right now.
Just because you're first to do something, that don't mean you're the best at it. Listen to me again, chat. Just because you're first, that doesn't mean you're the best. Because a lot of times people think, well, I was first. That don't mean you're the best.
Come on now.
So Roger Bannister was the first man to break the 4-minute mile. Is he the best mile of all time? Absolutely not.
Nope.
See, I don't get mad. See, animals get mad. Humans get upset. If you think they're upset now, wait till they see that lineup. I'm about to start rolling out. I got another one. I got another one in the can. And you guys gonna hate it. You gonna hate it.
Wait.
Oh, hating? Yeah. I'm talking to you specifically.
I know who you got too, because I made that call for you, huh? I know it's Obama because I made that call for you. You got it's Obama. Tell me.
I got some more coming. I got some more coming. Don't be mad.
I know it's Obama. You don't want to say it? Hey, if it's Obama, just blink twice. Blink twice.
First of all, you know, like they ask like who? Half the time I don't be telling you because what y'all gonna try to do, y'all gonna try to go before me. But they because a lot of times I'll take the same guess you have and do more views with them. That's what you're mad about.
Come on now.
Get better.
Come on, preacher.
So from today, what the day is? The day is the 6th. I'm done with y'all.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No. I'm done. I'm done giving them my energy. I'm not gonna respond to people because I respond to 4 people that have negative things to say when I bypass 400 people that said good things.
I have a question. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Let me say something. I think it's very healthy to keep a good balance of positivity responding to and negativity. You got to have a good balance of both. You know, it keep you even keel. It keep you real sharp. So I think it behoove you to, you know what, those that praise you and congratulate you, you know, thank them. But then those that talk shit, it's okay to fire back. You need that.
Nah,
you gotta stay sharp. But I don't. If you notice, Ocho,
I'm sharp. I'm quick with it. But you notice, Ocho, I don't never mention their name because everybody, it's nobody. If you notice, it ain't no Joe Rogan taking no shot at me. It ain't no Pat McAfee taking no shot at me.
Right.
It ain't no Stephen A taking no shot at me. Because here's the thing. When the last time you saw somebody throw a rock down the hill? People throw the rock up the hill.
Boy, man, hold on. Where my pen at? Baby, bring my pen. What do you think I ain't writing that one down? Shh. Well, let me put it in my phone. I'm gonna put it in my notes. Say that.
See, that's the thing. Ocho, when the last time you saw somebody throw a rock from on top of the hill?
Well, I don't know what setting I'm gonna be in to use that, but I'm finna use that. Well, that's a good one, boy.
That's the one you tried to hit.
I don't
you
know
see? Now, when I first got into the podcast, ain't nobody take no shots at me. Because I was under them. You see?
Yeah.
As I started to rise.
Like the Jeffersons, huh? Or like Good Times. I have a question. Would you ever reach out to this individual and just have a little talk?
I'm done. He in his space. I'm in my space. I'm good. I already know how you feel. See, you can find out a lot about a person, how they feel when they don't think when you're not around. See, don't talk good to my face. See, Ocho, I don't need you to talk good to my face. I need you to talk good behind my back.
Boy, hold on. I got to put that in my notes too. That was a good one right there. I don't need you to talk good in my face. I need you to talk good behind my back. I don't know where I'm going to use that one, but I'm going to use it somewhere. That's a good one. But you gave me two good. You done gave me two good ones tonight. Yeah.
I'm like, but why? Bro, we all eating. We all eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy that posted the first video with Steven Jackson's response to it, the way he said that Steven's doing all of this because he wants to get the people that would be against Shannon having Cat come on there and sell those stuff. He wants to get them on this platform. I absolutely believe that. And see, that's the clout chase. That's the real clout chase. Steven Jackson wants to say that Shannon was clout chasing and say that he brought somebody on his show that he knew would say crazy stuff. First of all, how did Shannon know what was going to come out of Cat's mouth? How did he know or expect what Cat Williams was going to say? Now, you could tell in the interview that Shannon wasn't even ready for it. If you remember when I showed you some clips the other day, I told you when Cat made the comment about Chris Tucker and Epstein Island, I said Shannon looked like he had sweat popping off of him and like he was not ready for that. So you mean to tell me Shannon knew he was going to say the stuff? No, he didn't. And so how's the clout chase? It's only a clout chase to him because he wants to call it one because he's a hater. He's the one that's really clout chasing, Steven Jackson. That's what he's doing. Why are you pressed about how he conducted his interview? If the people that were spoken about in a negative light are going to be mad with Steven or mad with Shannon, isn't that Shannon's problem to deal with? Why would Steven Jackson be so concerned and pressed? Because he's clout chasing. That's why. He's clout chasing. He wants those people to come on the show just like the guy said. And that's just the bottom of it. At the end of the day, he's a hater. Okay, then he wants to start talking about Shannon hating on him and hating on all these other people that he named, hating on Primetime and all this and that. Now you're saying all of that because that's what you're doing. You're the one hating. He's a whole hypocrite. Okay, and I absolutely cannot. I absolutely cannot. See, this is why we as people can't get anywhere because it's always somebody trying to tear the other one down once they get up somewhere. People only throw shade when you're shining. And see, right now, Shannon Sharp is shining. And some people want to throw shade because they're mad, they're butthurt, and they're jealous. Okay? They're lackluster in comparison. They pale in comparison, and so they're mad. That's what it is. Okay, this is all so crazy, but hold on, because Kwame Brown also said something about Steven Jackson hating. Let's get into it.
Steven Jackson seemed to be hating on old Shannon Sharp. Because my thing is, I've had my back and forth with Shannon Sharp, like I said, and he started it. But that's neither here nor there. And I had my little back and forth. He said what he said. I said what I said. But you would be a straight up hater to not recognize that that interview was a good interview. You'd be a straight up hater to not recognize that he got Cat Williams on his show and allowed him to speak. And come to find out, that's one of the reasons why Jack alleges that he's mad. And just like Shannon Sharp said, he's not a journalist. So for him to allow everybody to come on his show and they all get to do the same thing, which is tell their side of the story. And so he let Cat Williams do the exact same thing. And now everybody mad. All the smoke. How can it be real and authentic when you pretty much taking all the credibility out of your show by saying statements like this? We know as long as they talking about somebody you cool with, you gonna stop him. And he's cool with a lot of people. Every time you see him, he dapping up the who's who of people. So that would mean you can't go and talk about nobody. You can't talk about nobody because he's, like I said, he cool with everybody. So this is why y'all don't really get the truth. This is why they have y'all thinking these people are some good, perfect people and all this, because they just don't talk about the bullshit that they do. Most of them really cowards. Most of them really crybabies. Most of them really scared to stand by themselves. That's why they have 40 niggas with them. It's a facade. They give y'all a facade, and y'all got real friends that's some shooters. Y'all got real that they'll befriend to send their ass to prison for them. Y'all got real people that's designed to protect your family, but they out running around, hanging around with some rappers and some people like this, getting ready to get an EF number. That's all it is.
Okay, well, there you heard it. There you heard it. And I absolutely agree with him. Okay, I agree with everything he said. So, Byron B said, y'all are something else. Absolutely, they are. Hold on, one more video, and then I'm trying to find where Willie D went off on everybody. So while I'm looking for that, you all watch this. Okay, this is a TikToker giving his comments. Hold on, let me see what this is.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's him. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play this TikToker's video while I'm looking for Willie D when he was going in.
Willie D gets called out for clout chasing after posting an old interview he did with Cat Williams, right? So if y'all don't know who Willie D is, Willie D is a member of the rap group Ghetto Boys, right, out of Houston. So after this whole situation with Shannon Sharp, the interview he did with Cat Williams, the interview, I believe, is like over 35 mil right now. Shannon Sharp getting to the bag. So while that is going on, you got Willie D just coming out and posting a old interview, right? You got people saying like, damn, you out here, you know, trying to post your interview just because Shannon Sharp interview's doing so well. But the crazy thing about this interview is he posted an interview where Cat Williams is basically going in on him on the interview, right? Because the interview was terrible as far as him being the interviewer. He got accused of asking dumb questions. It wasn't as exciting as Shannon Sharp. And Cat Williams basically told him to his face in the interview, like, thank you, Willie D. And you're a legend in the game. And I just have to say, you're basically the worst interviewers and you ask the worst questions. Like, Cat Williams told him this to his face and he posted this.
A Willie D interview.
Okay, so I'm about to play Willie D, what he had to say. I want to hear him go in on everybody because I haven't heard it yet. They say he was talking about y'all grandmamas and everything, honey. Please pay attention. I know he wasn't talking about my grandmama because I didn't say nothing about Willie D.
Do pretty well socially. That's right, I said it. Some of y'all are just uncivilized mutts who are too hot in the head, too hot in the ass to slow down and listen to a relaxed conversation between people. You want to hear the mess. You want to hear the drama. Ask him about in. Ask him about in. You don't care nothing about the guests. You don't care nothing about how Cat. Y'all fake it. Some of y'all straight up fake it. Y'all don't care nothing about Cat Williams. Y'all don't care how Cat Williams grew up. You don't care nothing about the struggles that Cat Williams had. All you care about is Cat Williams and people out. You don't care nothing about that man's health. You don't care nothing about his safety. You don't care nothing about his kids. You're faking. Y'all like drama. That's what it is. You like drama. You want drama. When Cat said that I was the worst, that I had the worst questions ever, some of you uncivilized mutts couldn't wait to run into the comments. Yeah, Cat even said he had the worst questions answered. Worst questions answered ever. Some of y'all made videos. Cat checks Willie D. Who the hell gonna come on my show and check me? Where they do that at? I got the editing. At the end of the day, I control the editing. You think I'm gonna let somebody make me look bad? And on top of that, think. Cat is a thinker. Cat does his research. Cat ain't like a lot of you regular ass slowpokes. He researches things. He got a lot of eyes and ears everywhere. The man is a walking encyclopedia. Cat don't sit down with anybody. He don't sit down with just anybody. And he not gonna sit down with you unless he do his homework on you. Cat told me that he had watched other videos of mine already. But before that, Cat already was familiar with me as an artist, as a person. He was already familiar with me. So he wasn't going to just sit down with anybody. So why would he sit down? If he's seen my interviews already, he already seen my interviews. If he already know how I rock, he already know what kind of person I am. He know my reputation. Why would he sit down with me and say, you asked the worst question ever? Why would he sit down with a person who asks the worst questions ever? Why would he purposely do that?
He could have thought that you asked him the worst questions ever, not everybody else, but specifically him. Just the thought.
Some of y'all asses, see, that was a tongue-in-cheek response. When he said you asked the worst questions ever, I did what most rational people do when he said that. I gave him the benefit of doubt without even thinking about giving him the benefit of doubt that was a tongue-in-cheek response. Because I was asking him some personal questions and some tough questions that he normally don't get asked. And that's why he made the comments when he said Vlad. He called me Vlad, you know? And I ain't had no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no problem with that because from time to time, you're gonna ask questions that people want to know the answers to.
I want to make music that changed the world.
And sometimes you're gonna be curious. You want to know the answers to. I wanted to know what happened with the Suge Knight and the Cat Williams story where they was arrested and they had to go to court. And I wanted to know what that was about. So I asked them about it. Y'all, yeah, Cat called him bad. I took it as a tongue-in-cheek response because I asked Cat.
You know what I find interesting about this? You know what I find interesting about this? I actually like Willie D all right, but I find it so funny that Willie D is the same person who sits on his channel and says, your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk. Isn't that what he says when he's critiquing people? But the same person who critiques people and ends with that when he does can't take the criticism. Wow, Willie D, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. And see, people criticize me and I find it funny and I will fire back at them with jokes and roasting, but never mad and sad and butthurt and going in on them and their grandmamas and all that. But let me continue.
That he wasn't prepared to talk about. And to his credit, he talked about it anyway. Any of you that had a problem with my line of questioning, all you have to do is ask Cat the questions you want answers to. When you do your interview with Cat Williams, but guess what? You ain't gonna get no interview with Cat Williams because your ass ain't qualified.
What's the qualification so I can get my weight up?
I said it. See, some of y'all would actually have more in life if you wasn't such a damn hater. Some of y'all would have more subscribers on YouTube.
See, that's the thing. When people get in their feelings about people criticizing them, even though they feel okay to criticize other people, the first thing they want to say is everybody's hating. Some people are hating because they're mad because they couldn't get Cat on their show. Yeah, I believe that. I said that days ago. But at the end of the day, some people are not hating. Like Ringo TV Reactions, I don't think he was hating at all. I think he was just giving his honest review of the situation. Please pay attention. But let me continue.
If you wasn't such a damn hater. You get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. When I was in the YouTube trying to come up in YouTube, I reached out to the guys that was doing better than me, and I asked them what to do. I asked for guidance. I reached out to Jake. I reached out to Phil. And I asked them, hey man, how you do this? Talking about Phil Scott. How do you do this? How do you do that? What do you do with this? What do you do with that? And they gave me guidance until I figured it out. And then sometimes now I have people who come to me for guidance. Now they could take that low road like some of y'all do and go make your little shitty videos, talking shit, trying to talk down, because you're hating. Because don't nobody...
Isn't he, in fact, at this same moment that he did this video, doing a video talking down on people? It's all so crazy, but let me continue.
Pay attention to people that's doing worse to them. So you can go do that, but you come out a whole lot better if you realize that you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Some of y'all...
So in other words, don't say anything bad about anyone ever. Just be nice and sweet. And so that you can kiss everybody's butt and nobody falls out with you or has, anything negative to say. That's what that means to me. You get more flies or more bees with honey than you do vinegar. So you got to be sweet all the time and ass kiss. Yeah, I'm not in that group. But continue.
All y'all do every day is wake up and go into attack mode, especially attacking your own people.
Isn't that what he's doing at the very moment he's saying that? Like, really, you're going to say that people wake up and go into attack mode, especially on your own people, but he's attacking his own people. It's just real interesting. But let me continue.
Some of y'all wake up every day and y'all just attack. Y'all go in on black males all day, every day. Some of the women, too. They do it, too. But you dudes got it bad. Y'all got it bad. Some of y'all got it real bad. That's your whole hustle. Looking at a dude, a black man that's doing better than you and trying to drag him down. That's what you do. I see what you're doing, but some of your people that follow you are too slow to see what you're doing. They be right there with them, and then some of them know what you're doing. They see what you're doing, but they like it because they just like you. I've been interviewing people on YouTube for about 7 years. I've been doing podcasts for I'm talking about audio podcasts with the videos, about 3 years.
Hold on, guys.
I had a top radio.
Hold on.
Because y'all complain about the very same thing that you're doing right now. You complain about the division. You complain about black people don't stick together. And y'all doing the exact same thing. But your audience is too slow. Slow as molasses. Your audience got a rudimentary style of thinking. Very incapable of making a clear distinction when it comes to cognitive dissonance.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this because this is classic. Now, Willie D is, in fact, at this very moment when he's talking about some people are, talk about division and then they do the same thing. Well, he's not only insulting the people who make videos, please pay attention, but he's also insulting their audiences. said your audiences are rudimentary and said they're slow. I just want y'all to pay attention. He's going in, honey. Hold on. Let me just dial it back and see if I can find that part where he talked about the grandmama Sunday, because I still got to hear that.
What you go, you know what? And the person. And wait till all of this stuff cool down. But that's, you know, like a person that's learned, that went to school and to do all of that stuff. That ain't my style. I ain't no damn Ed Bradley. Don't bring y'all asses over to my channel looking for some Ed Bradley shit, because you ain't gonna get it. I don't care. Don't come over here. Don't bring your raggedy ass over here looking for no Shannon Sharp shit. You ain't gonna get it. You gonna get some Willie D. Love it or hate it. I got my own lane. I do me. I would advise you to do you. Some of y'all asses are just messy. That's right, I said it. Some of y'all are just messy. Y'all want the drama. But I don't do drama.
Hold on, Miss Preacher said it's at the end. Okay, let me go to the end, beloved.
You complain about the division. You complain about black people don't stick together. And y'all doing the exact same thing. But your audience is too slow. Slow as molasses. Your audience got a rudimentary style of thinking. Very incapable of making a clear distinction when it comes to cognitive dissonance. The audience is slow, you slow. Your audience is even slower for following you.
One drop, five. So a smile.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Austin.
And we're from Gaithersburg, Maryland. And we love Leo because of the prices.
Excuse my French and pardon my vernacular for what I'm about to say. To all the people that support me, salute. To all the people that's been rocking with me all the way from controversy, with my solo stuff, to the Ghetto Boys stuff, to my boxing, to everything that I ever done. Salute, salute, salute. But let me tell you how I get down on this platform. I don't profess to know everything. Life would be very boring if I thought I knew everything. That would be very boring to me because I like learning. I like growth. So I really don't mind when people disagree. It's cool when people agree with you, but for me, I just like learning. So if somebody disagree with me, I have no problem with somebody disagreeing with me. But disagree with me in a fashion that you would disagree with me if you were in person. Don't say anything that you wouldn't say to my face. Now, some of y'all gonna be like, well, I'll say it to you. No, you won't, and you know you won't. Like, I don't say anything about a person behind their back that I wouldn't say to their face. So, to all of the people that's been rocking with me, look, man, y'all know how I rock. I'm gonna call a strike and a ball a ball. I love all y'all. But when there's an issue, I ain't got no problem addressing it. When I identify a clear enemy, I ain't got no problem being the greatest foe that they've ever had. I ain't got no problem with that. I seek peace, but I don't mind a little contact. So to my supporters, and look, my point is that it's cool to agree. We can agree to disagree. But disrespect, it's crossing the line. A lot of people don't know, I got it. Some of y'all don't know how to express yourselves. Some of y'all ain't got enough intelligence to be able to disagree with somebody and be respectful about it. So I get that. But to my fans, to the people that rock with me, to my supporters, I love y'all for real, for real. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for defending me in the comment sections, not just on my channel, but the other channels. I'm on a lot of stuff, so I see a lot of stuff. So thank you for all of, defending me, in this situation right here, right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my detractors, it's a waste of time trying to make somebody happy that don't want to be happy. Likewise, it's a waste of time to try to help someone get an understanding who don't want to get an understanding. So come a little closer so you can hear what I got to say. Fuck all y'all. Fuck your mama. Fuck your daddy. Fuck your sister. Fuck your brother. Fuck your sick grandmother. Fuck all y'all. Fuck your car. Fuck your house. Fuck your phone. Fuck everything you love. You uncivilized mutt. No more talk.
Woo, honey, for somebody who talks about division and black people bringing each other down and talking down on other black folk, I think he did a pretty good job of it. My Lord, really went in. Well, y'all brought that on yourselves, honey. That's what y'all did. Pay attention. Willie D went in on y'all. Nicole said, my ears hurt, Queen. Was he about to cry? Let me tell y'all something. If y'all had said that about any interview that I've done, I probably wouldn't even have responded. And if I did, I wouldn't have said all that. And then I definitely wouldn't have been laying out my credentials and accolades. I don't think it's ever that serious. Queen, why he read us like that though? Because he was mad, honey. He was mad. That's why. Black and Silver said no more talk. Okay, none whatsoever. At the end of the day, like I said, hold on. Tawana says, I'm a Willie D supporter. I just feel he should have written a new rap song. What? Tawana? Listen, I don't have any problem with Willie D. Like I said, at the end of the day, when people thought the interview was boring, they could have just not watched it. That's my thing. They could have just not watched it. But at the end, I'm putting this on the wrong side. They could have just not watched the interview. But for those that did and talk trash and all that, well, that's all a part of life, right? In life, we get criticized. Okay? We get criticized. And that's just how it goes. People criticize me all the time, honey. I don't care. I give 0 else because I'm still going to be me at the end of the day, right? Because I love doing it. So if people didn't like the interview, I probably wouldn't have even addressed it. Because when you address things, it just shows that you're bothered. It just shows that you're bothered about certain things. Now, I'll say this. I address some things because I'm bothered. I address some things because I'm petty boots. Like people talking slick about me and stealing my stuff at the same time, copying and all that. Yeah, I'm going to talk slick about you real good. Because first of all, I'm going to call you out. See, what I don't do ever is talk trash about somebody unless they talk trash about me first. That's how I roll. And I'm petty boots. So yeah, I will engage them in it. But at the end of the day, if people didn't like an interview or a video specifically that I did, and they had negative stuff to say, I wouldn't even really be concerned. I don't think, because that's just how it goes. Okay, that's just how it goes. I mean, remember, Vince I Am called me Patty LaBelle. You already know. You already know. So, stuff like that. I think Willie D was upset. It probably made him feel disrespected. I don't know if his feelings were hurt. I wouldn't say that necessarily, but it clearly made him upset and mad. Y'all can't make me mad, honey. That's what y'all can ever do. When I do a job, an interview, a video about whatever, y'all cannot make me mad. Whether you like it or you didn't, I get criticisms or not. That's not going to make me mad as long as I know or feel that I did a good job. See, when you act like this and you let people get you all in your feelings and get you upset, at the end of the day, you're really giving them control over your emotions. That's what you're doing. And you're letting them know that they got under your skin. That's what you're doing. And then you got to say all this F you, F your mama, your sick grandmama, your daddy. All that just shows that you're very upset and bothered. And I would never let anybody know that they had me that pressed and bothered. I just wouldn't do it. You know, that reminds me of that old commercial, never let them see you sweat. Yeah, that's what I wouldn't do. That's what I wouldn't do. But Timber Dan said, teach queen. Sabrina said, right. I'm just saying. And here's the thing. Everyone has their own styles of interviewing, like I said. And at the end of the day, the only thing I would have said to critics, if they watched any video or interview that I did and didn't like it and talk trash, the only thing I would say to them is this. Well, you could have easily just scrolled past, beloved. You didn't have to watch it. If it was so boring, why'd you watch? That's all I would have said. That would have been the end of it. What I'm not going to do ever is do a whole video explaining my accolades and credentials, saying my editor said this, and just going in. I'm not going to do all of that because that's too much energy to be wasted on people that you clearly feel are irrelevant. Right? I mean, he does think everyone that said this stuff is irrelevant, right? Because he said F them. They're not the people that he feels has supported him. So if they're irrelevant, you need not even address them or waste your time. That's just my take on it. At the end of the day. Another thing is, here's a word of advice for anyone else in the future. When an interview like Shannon's comes out and it's explosive and everybody's talking about it and everybody's doing videos about it and it's just broken the internet, well, it would behoove you that if you have an interview or you're intending to do an interview with that same person, I would just say, wait a while. Okay? Alexa, play Let's Wait a While by Janet Jackson. I would have just waited a while because now it's like you're piggybacking. And then also it's going to cause people to compare. And if you don't want to be compared, then maybe you should wait. If I were Willie D, if I had that video back in September, I would have dropped it in September. Nobody would have beaten me to the punch. Nobody would have beaten me to the punch. And then nobody likely would have been saying stuff about his video being boring because they wouldn't have had anything to literally compare it to, perhaps. Now everybody compared it to Shannon's, and that's why people said it was boring. They may have said it anyway, but I think that had a lot to do with it because of all the drama and controversial things that were said on Shannon's video. Another thing is Willie said we like the drama. Yeah, we do. We do like the drama. That's just a fact. Most people like drama. That's why they have reality shows. That's why they have movies full of drama. This is what people like. Controversy sells. Controversy sells. Okay? So with that all be Timothy said, Alexa, play stop that bullshit. Okay? Controversy sells. Yes, people do love it at the end of the day. And that's why we loved Shannon's interview with Cat Williams. So if you're doing content creation, it would behoove you to give your audience what they want. Maybe his audience doesn't want drama, but I think they do. I know my audience likes drama, and that's why when people say little slick stuff in my comments, I put the comment on the screen and I roast them because I know y'all love it. I don't just do that for me because I'm petty. I do it because I know y'all like it. I know that really gets y'all going when y'all see the queen going in. I know you love it. And so that's why I do it. That's why when people talk slick in the chat, I'll drop the link and tell them, get on up and say what you got to say. Because I know y'all love it. I love it too, actually. So that's just the truth of the matter. You see, drama and controversy bring a level of excitement to things, whether we want to admit that or not. I'm not saying we should always engage in drama and controversy, but when we do, it does tend to bring a level of excitement to the party. Whereas if we're just sitting here talking, sitting still, not really saying too much, not elevating or escalating or elevating our voices or anything like that, well, that can be kind of drab and just mediocre. I don't know about you, but I don't want mediocre content. So that's just how I go. That's how I go. Miss Evie said, Queen be roasting them fools like a fried turkey. Vince I Am said the Queen's tongue lashing sessions are legendary. Thank you, beloved. Y'all remember the one with Jag the Diva? And the funny thing about the one with Jag the Diva, I'm going to replay that one. I'm going to edit it, cut that little clip out where I went in on her and I let her get on the screen. I'm going to repost that. Because I removed my videos, but you can still find them on my Odyssey channel, don't forget. But I'm going to repost that. Because at the end of the day, King Thought said, your music is exceptional, Queen. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. And so, you know, to each their own. You know, to each their own. People do what they do right, talking loud and ain't saying nothing, Queen says Jay Great. Okay? So with that all being said, Mr. Hotel called her Jag the Devil. With that all being said, listen. Everybody has their own style and technique of what they want to put out. Some people don't like drama, don't want controversy. I know that controversy sells. I talk about controversial topics much of the time. Okay? That's just what I do. Now, I talk about these topics because most of them are dear to my heart. When I'm talking about social injustices, racism, white supremacy, those things are dear to my heart. So I'm passionate about those things. And I'm going to talk about them regardless. And I know that sometimes it's controversial. I know sometimes it can get me into trouble with ScrewTube. I know this. Because they don't like certain things to be spoken about and they want to censor you. Well, I don't believe in censoring people when they're speaking facts. When people say they're going to reel somebody in during an interview, if they're telling the truth, I'm not going to reel them in ever. They can say what they want to say, whether I like it, agree with it or not. That's just how it should go. So just remember that we all, when we're doing interviews, should just maintain a certain level of professionalism and not try to stop people from saying what they want or feel the need to say. Okay? No corny style content, says Timothy. All right? So with that all being said, honey, I'm about to be up out of here. Let me read a few more of these comments because Deanna said, drama, excitement, which wasn't found in his interview. His response will get more views, but not the interview. Yeah, because he was talking trash. You know what I'm saying? Because he was talking trash in that. Yes, exactly. And that's a good point that you made. That's a good point that you made, beloved. Okay, so Nicole says, great broadcast, Queen. Have a grand night. Thank you, beloved. You do the same. So with that all being said, I'm out of here like a light, honey. I hope you all enjoyed it. Willie D told y'all Ace is off for filth. Not me, because I wasn't talking about the interview being boring. I never said it was boring in public. I never said it. I never came on here and said it was boring. At the end of the day, like I told y'all, everybody has their own style. That's it. And so everybody enjoy the rest of it. Mr. Hotel said this live was a bomb and the explosion, child. Thank you. Okay, so with that all being said, y'all know I love me some Royals. Thank you all for tuning back in once again. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell. Click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay? And you might want to subscribe to Ringo TV Reactions because, you know, he gives reactions on a lot of stuff and he does it intellectually and logically, in my opinion. So, hey, with that all being said, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. And I'll see you all tomorrow for your Sunday vitamins. Till next time, beloveds. Peace.
DJ, turn it up, and I won't stop burning you down until there ain't nothing left. Rubble on top of rubble, and I'll still be bombing. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Look like a wall, Richie. Look like a wall. You didn't say no. Nobody knows why liars lie. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. It's God's side and the other side. Country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, but can bitch and look like Mr. Potato Head. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. Ricky Smiley can't act, cause Ricky Smiley can't act. Why is he in a dress again? He didn't be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no. Said ain't got no special, you remember? Eve ain't got no special, you remember? Ricky